I think that is some wonderful timing to stop the introduction. We're going to run it early, but hello. Welcome back. It is Monday, and we're going to be finishing the Inherited Turnabout today. I just need a little bit more water because, yeah. Also, I am so glad that I'm able to just keep a little bit of time, just not before the stream, to practice a little bit of my violin. I'm not sure if Tenho appreciates it, but I get to practice a little bit. So, hello Elinesh, hello Laplace, hello Van, hello Pix. I wish you all a good day thus far. And I hope that you are all well. I just love it, like practicing my violin, especially now that I'm actually kind of capable of doing some more. Of course, close for the violin stream. I mean, I could play some now, but I can't guarantee anything. But I have been like practicing a little bit of walking in the air on the violin, which is surprisingly simple, at least to play the main melody. And Lap is getting some sweets. Never mind. Welcome back, Laplace. So yes, it is fun to like play the. Yeah, that would be a thing. That would be a thing. But I mean,
It can be funny, to be honest.
I mean, it's not that bad.
It isn't.
I get some pressure because now everyone is watching me, so I'm just like, what am I supposed to play here? But please don't fall down. Okay, I'm just going to put this nicely down on the floor here. It's like, yeah, pressure. I was doing it so well before I started streaming. Now that everyone's like, pressure. I can't even sing that song at that altitude. Well, at that pitch. So we have some more Miles Edgeworth investigations to get to, and I think we should just get straight on into it. I just realized I forgot to turn on my music thing, but whatever, it's fine. Just imagine only Tenno is watching me. They play us like a damn fiddle. Oh, that's bright! That is bright! So, I have a couple of plans now going forward. In terms of things I want to get to improve the stream a bit more. Specifically, I want to, as I've said it before, but okay, so you all can see this light here, and like you can see it in behind me, in the picture behind me. It is, okay, I can't show you. No, I can't show you. It's like a standard like table lamp-ish, a reading lamp thing for desks or whatever. And like I would like to get something better than it because it's superbly bright, and it like shines straight into the picture behind me. It's like just blinding. Also, I mean, I get so overexposed. I think it's almost to the point where I'm thinking of putting just some some makeup just to like dampen the overexposure I get in the camera. But I could also get myself some more better lamps, see if I get some better lighting in here. Because the lights in this room are bloody awful. But the point of the matter is more like we should get some better quality stuff. But we're going to be playing some more Ace Attorney now. Enough about me rambling about my wishes for what I want to do to improve the streaming experience, you know? Let's finish this case.
That was.
And thank you there for the continued resub card. That's your 9th month. Thank you very much. Yes, Pix, but I've also been doing this for like 5 years now, I think. I've been streaming for like 6 years. Not continuously, mind you, but I've been streaming for 6 years. Like, it's like people should really not compare themselves to other streamers in that sense. At least not when it comes to what setups they have. Because like it's an evolving thing. I mean, just look back to my if you look at my clips library, the earliest clips I have, it's god awful. Like my setup in the early days was awful. Just look at my Hollow Knight streams. You know, hello Alinesh and hello Outsider. I actually don't quite know who did it. I mean, I'm leaning on Kate, but at the same time, I'm not so sure. Because Kate would like has the motive because she would want revenge. But you know, yeah, just look back at my old things. I mean, Hollow Knight especially compared to everything else. I have a report. We have detected traces of mammalian from the teapot. You can't be serious. It is just like Mr. Edgeworth said. Oh, darn it! Did Mr. Edgeworth take the title of the best from me again? Mr. the Best, it seems like you have an obsession about being the best. But when you're on a case, winning and losing is of no importance. What are you saying? Obviously, it's best to be the best at everything. If you can't understand that, then you have no business being a prosecutor. What? Please stop harassing Sebastian. Sebastian, a person of your caliber has no need to listen to such things. I know, but that's how it is. I just stumbling into it. I just did. Yeah, you're right. Please leave this to me. Why don't you go and check on the victim's condition? Oh, yeah. That's a great idea. I'll be right back then. Alright, I'll be waiting. Judge Courtney is much more troublesome than Mr. the Best. Well then. Miss Curator, can you tell us why mammalian was discovered in the teapot? I was not aware that it contained such a chemical. I suppose it may have been an ingredient from the detergents I had used. So, you say that you did not put it in deliberately? No, of course not. There is no way for me to know how to create poison gas. Oh, she's just sweating. It's like, oh. I actually wish for death upon none of these. Wait, what is that? The table. Okay. Well, of course, there's like, you know, there's fun karma, but man, I don't even wish death upon Courtney or Sebastian, really. At least not yet. They're like a pain in the ass, but I wouldn't wish for death upon them right now. The best is just woefully incompetent and ignorant, and really just goes along with whatever Courtney says. I still haven't figured out what Courtney's deal is. So it's like I'd say the best is just a puppet, and I have a hard time hating a puppet. And Courtney, like, what the hell is she doing? I mean, come on, Courtney. What are you trying to achieve?
Objection!
Despite being a former actress, it seems that you're not very good at lying. What do you mean? The angel's recipe is in your possession, and the method to create the poison gas is contained inside of that recipe book. So, you must have known how to create it. I am surprised you know about that. Miss Curator, is this true? It is true that the information about the poison gas is contained in one of the recipes. However, just because I saw it does not mean I was responsible for the crime. Could you tell me what set off the poison gas? It was caused by the victim heating the liquid in the glass case with a burner. Ah, I see. If he locked himself in that room with his own will and sucked the poison gas, wouldn't that suggest suicide? Does she intend to deny it until the bitter end? It's just, kind of weird. So I guess we'll have to see how this goes and what role Courtney has in all of this. Furthermore, I wouldn't have been able to obtain a chemical like Megatoxin X. That may be true, but you could have stolen it from someone else. That reminds me, I met up with Kate about a week ago, and tonight was when I realized my Megatoxin X was gone. Kate, you couldn't have. Madame Delicia always carried a medicine bag around with her. Anyone could have stolen it. That's right. I don't have any proof that she was the one who stole it. Okay, can you tell us what you're hiding? I know you're not the kind of person who would hurt someone without a reason. Monsieur Shields, you doubt me as well. Setting up a trap on one of the gallery's exhibits, and then disguising the rooms. I just think it will be impossible for anyone but the curator. That is not true. There are no guards or security cameras in this gallery. If any ill-intentioned person wanted to sneak into the gallery, it would have been an easy task for them. Then, is it like an all-you-can-steal buffet in here? Okay, you're just precious. You have to be careful! You don't even know when a great thief could appear! It doesn't sound like a joke when Kay says it. Actually, Monsieur Gustavia apparently entered the gallery before it even opened. Well, I'm beat. Looks like Uncle Ray can't do anything to break down Kate's iron guard. This might be a good time for us to use the technique your old man taught me. The technique my father taught you? Ace Attorney Prosecutor Syndrome. It's this phenomena where pigs start out hated brassheads, and okay, that works as well. Where Pix hates some character and at the end she loves them. People on the list thus far: Edgeworth, Francisca, and Godot. And of course, you also have Clavier. We have Agent Lang. It's just like almost every antagonist in every who seems like an antagonist in every single Ace Attorney game, the consistent ones that is. It's like I hate them, and at the end, oh my god, I love them. This case is deeply connected to the one from 18 years ago. If we just pursue the present case, it might seem there's a lot we don't understand. Yeah, that is fair. But if we try turning things around, there might be a hint in the case when they pass. Thinking the other way around? Did my father do that too? Oh yeah, lots of hard. For example, just consider the relationship between the past case and Kate. Miss Hart melted Mr. Dover's sherbet sculptures 18 years ago, and today Mr. Dover's works are on display in this gallery. It can't be she. I see. Now I know what to ask her. That's good to hear. In that case, Uncle Ray will be watching over you. Just do your work. Miss Catherine Hall, 18 years ago, it seems that you melted Mr. Joba's share with sculptures. Yes, I was young and inexperienced, and I did something inexcusable. However, it's not wrong you were able to open the Zodiac Art Gallery. I don't want to know what you mean. No, Bap! Bap! Bap, outsider, for even daring to suggest that. I don't understand either. Prosecutor Edgeworth, do you seek her testimony? Yes. I would like her to tell me about the Zodiac Art Gallery. I would like to know the reason you decided to open the gallery for Mr. Dover's artwork. If you insist this is related to the case at hand, I will allow it. Miss Curator, your testimony, if you please. Yes, archive of our own. Very well. If that will clear your suspicions about me. An archive of our own is a fanfiction site. Also abbreviated to AO3. Now then, please testify about the Zodiac Art Gallery. "18 years after Monsieur Master was arrested, I was finally able to buy back this mansion. Then, in order to maintain it, I decided to manage it as an art gallery. I collected Pierre Roquet's works from all over the world. After all, it was my dream to open the Zodiac Art Gallery." Dear Jazz will wait a bit though. Probably after I've played some other games. I will need a rest after Ace Attorney when I'm done with Spirits of Justice, I think. "It is wonderful that your dream has come true. What do you think, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I don't believe there was anything strange about her testimony." "Judge Courtney, I believe in the courtroom. It is standard procedure to cross-examine the witness." Wait, Spirits of Justice is the most recent one that isn't DGS. Well, the thing is, I mean, once I'm done with Spirits of Justice, I anticipate to be in the middle of like February, March. So it's still like ways away, but I do believe it's because I will want to have a break from Ace Attorney when I'm done with Spirits of Justice. Because like there was just how I burned myself out on Europe and Versailles when I did a world conquest. I mean, I haven't played EU4 on stream since I did the One Faith campaign, and that is over a year ago now. So I just burned myself out so hard. I mean, I was playing EU4 since then, but not on stream. And likewise with a couple of other games, I would like to get some variety. Like that's honestly why I'm a variety streamer and I don't stick to one single game, even though I've been playing a ton of Ace Attorney lately. So like, because I just burn out. Fire Emblem, yeah, we've already played Fire Emblem though. Well, Tenho has. So I would actually like to play some games on my Switch, for example. "Wouldn't you agree it's a little bit too early to say there are no contradictions?" You speak like a defense attorney. Very well. Proceed as you please. Yes, we played Three Houses. Yeah, Tenno, she does Fire Emblem. She did the Black Eagles route, and she hasn't did some. She did do some. She wants to do some more of Ace Attorney streams. No Fire Emblem, although she's also said I would play it on Insanity because hard was too easy. And to be fair, she just stomped through that. Like, it was like it was kind of dull to watch, to be honest, because she just stomped on everything without any problems at all. So yeah. Let's continue. I like Black Eagle's suit. It's just a shame that it was shafted the way it was. Justice for Edelgard, you know? Justice for Edelgard. Let's see. We do know that she was more interested in, like, because... I have not played all the routes now. I mean, I've been watching Tenno play it. Because... I like the story of Fire Emblem Three Houses. But, like, it's not my kind of game, to be honest. But I do enjoy watching Tenno play it. Let's see. Let's see. I would like to know. Okay, let's see here. No. Was found in jail. Hypoglycemia. Murder. True identity. No. Let's just press all the things. It must have taken a lot of hard work these past 18 years to buy back the mansion. It's a place full of my memories with Monsieur Master. It is the only place for me. I do like her dress. No matter what, at any cost, I wanted it back. Ahem. She looks like she's having a lot of fun. Bravo. Well, she's a former actress. Singing and dancing is my livelihood. Enough with the singing. Please continue with your testimony. Are you managing this gallery by yourself? Yes, well, as a manager, but it's only just open today. And I must continue protecting this mansion, so that Monsieur Master has a place to return to. So, she took back the mansion for Mr. Master's sake. Kate, I'm sorry. I was powerless. It is not your fault, Monsieur Shield. I couldn't do anything either. All I can do now is continue to protect the mansion. Pierre okay. That's Mr. Dover's alias, correct? Yes, it is the name he used when he worked as a sculptor in France. About collecting his works. How did you prepare the Taurus and Gemini sculptures? I heard that Mr. Dover passed away before he completed those two sculptures. I had these sculptures in the Winter Palace specifically made based on the photos I took. Oh, can you tell us about that in more detail? Opening the Zodiac Art Gallery was your dream. The truth is, I wanted to manage the gallery together with Monsieur Master. Singing and dancing on all kinds of suites. That is the kind of gallery I dreams about. Was she planning on staging another musical in here? Jeffrey Master disobeyed the gods of law. But it is unfortunate, but I am afraid that your dream will never come to pass. No, Monsieur Master is innocent. The prosecutor at the time did not believe it, but in order to protect Catherine Hall, Jeffrey Master gave a false confession. They were both trying to protect each other. Water. By photos, you mean the ones taken in Isaac Dover's room? Yes, you seem quite familiar with the event from 18 years ago, Monsieur Edgeworth. So, the sculptures in the Winter Palace were replicas. They remained melted. I didn't get to see them even once. No, the Sherwood sculptures shouldn't have been replicas. Miss Hall is obviously lying. After all the trouble it took to prepare them, it is a shame they melted. The sculptures in the Winter Palace are the same Sherwood sculptures from 18 years ago. Unless I point that out to her, I won't be able to find the truth. Oh, wait. Oh! Wait a minute. I think I get it. I think I got it. So... this one has that thing. Do we have the pictures from that back then?
Sorry, I'm just nerding in your chat.
Let's see. Trace of salt, sugar, and blood. Sugar machine matches the blue liquid 18 years ago. Let's see. Okay, so this one is useful, but the big thing is that, like, this one doesn't have the, they don't have the strings. So she has prepared them, like, liquid. I mean, it's only this one then, because it's identical. Light blue liquid found in Dover's room 18 years ago.
Objection!
Did you really think that your excuse would continue to hold up? No matter how much you lie, you can't deny the composition of the sculptures. From the analysis results, it is quite clear that the sculptures in the Winter Palace are the Sherwood sculptures Mr. Dover created. Why? Miley, as a pharmacist, it's my... I just... changed the way she speaks again. Maybe I should have Pix come here, like, just chime in and do Delicia's voice for her, like, voice work, yeah?
Isn't that kind of cruel? Just leaving her there and just, okay, read this line, only this line, and then she's silent for the rest of the time. Like, every time it's her turn to talk, X, do your thing.
I just... Pig's accent is... So Pig's, for those who don't know, is from Britain. And Pig's accent is glorious. I love it. I'm sorry to putting you on the spot like this, Pigs, but I do love your accent. Oi, Miley, as a pharmacist, it's my turn to shine. what we call sugar is actually comes in many different varieties and tastes. Even the sculptures for replicas, it would be near impossible to replicate the composition. I see. Thank you for the explanation, though I don't recall asking for one. That, Miss Hall, means that you couldn't have melted the sherbet sculptures back then. You stole them and preserved them for 18 years. Ah! What? She preserved the sherbet for 18 whole years? If you phrase it properly, it's not impossible. Silence, please. Miss Curator, what do you have to say? I cannot believe you've already uncovered so much. So, you're admitting that you stole the sherbet sculptures? No, I cannot admit to such a thing. There isn't any proof that I stole them after all. Also, I couldn't have stolen the sculptures 18 years ago. I don't even think I would have been easy to steal without the police noticing. Is that so? I don't know what you did 18 years ago, as such. How can I judge how difficult it would be to have been to steal them? It looks like you won't give up so easily. I don't intend on giving up until I learn the truth. I understand. Then I shall tell you about what I did 18 years ago. On the day of the incident, I was waiting in the main building until the judging. During the judging, at Monsieur Master's request, I went to the change film of the camera. But before I could deliver the camera to him, I discovered Monsieur Dover's body. Until after Monsieur Gregory arrived, I prepared tea for everyone involved in the investigation. It was then that I witnessed Monsieur Gustavia entering Monsieur Dover's room. And that was everything I had done on that day. I don't think there is anything suspicious about my actions. That's not your decision to make. Miss Edgeworth, were there any contradictions in her testimony? For now, I should just prove that she stole the sculptures. But when could Miss Hall have stolen them? If I can answer that, her crime should come to light. I was waiting in the main building. Nothing but this one. I'm gonna press this one because it's more makes more sense. That like everything else just eh? When exactly did Mr. Gustavia enter the victim's room? It was when Monsieur Gregory and the rest were investigating the crime scene. Apparently, Mr. Gustavia went into Mr. Dover's room to retrieve a family photo. He stole the picture so their partnership would remain a secret. He stole the picture so their partnership would remain a secret, right? Not so fast. Yeah. But I also do like Justine's overruled. Like, it gives a lot more personality when they have these differences. I love it. But you can't be a great thief, you get caught stealing. Okay, I don't think Mr. Gustavia is a great thief. The moment Mr. Gustavia sneaked into Mr. Dover's room, could Mr. Stoll have stolen the sculptures then? I mean... Hello, Shamey. How are you doing? We're doing wonderful here, just trying to figure out this case. It's great. Let's see. Do we have any pictures on the case from back then? I mean, let's see. This one. This lift is wet. Maybe I was carrying something that was wet? Did someone move something with this? I mean, yes. Because we saw the lift trolley. We do have the pictures from back then, don't we? No, we don't have the picture right now, which is a bit of a shame. It couldn't have been then. It couldn't have been then. I should listen to more of her testimony. Now, when could she have stolen the sculptures? When did Miss Hall steal this sherbet, eh? Even with the brains of the great thief, I'm stumped. If you want to know what happened, you should ask someone who was there. Don't forget, you can always count on Uncle Ray. Yes, that's right. Okay.
Hold it!
So, you went to Mr. Master's room before you could deliver the camera? Yes, I hope there's a toss out of something clicking, you see. That was actually the sound of the ship breaking. Someone snuck a bite out of it, you see. When the body was discovered, was Mr. Master still judging Mr. Gustavus' room? I am sure that he was. Monsieur Master is the type of person who would carefully judge one room at a time. She found Mr. Dora's body inside Mr. Master's room. Could Miss Hall have stolen the sculpture then? No. It couldn't have been then. I should listen. Okay. Okay, so, okay, so, so regarding the evidence, because this picture, I mean, the picture she took was without the strings. So Master must have been after Master judged them. And let's see. Okay, let's press this one. Let's press all of them. I don't think it's this one, but I would just like to get some more info. What were you doing before the judging began? I was in my room at the second floor, practicing my dancing. I was performing on the television show Piece of Cake back then. Piece of Cake? What kind of show was that? It was a children's program. The host made sweets while singing and dancing. Oh, that sounds like fun. Well, that's unexpected. You knew about the show, Miles. My father told me about it once. I just happened to watch it a few times. So, Miss Hall was practicing her dancing in her room. No, I don't think she's gonna be that. He's such a closet, like Otaki, you know? I love it. So, you were the only one who could move freely during the judging period. I certainly would have had more freedom to move about than the contestants. However, I couldn't possibly have stolen the sculptures right in front of the master. Moreover, upon being asked to change the film, I went directly to the entryway. At master's request, she went to change the film in the camera. I mean, technically she could have done it here. That is fair, Vix. Yes, you're absolutely right. It could be here, but I don't really have any evidence to support that. Well, yeah, but that's because he's not in the closet for that one. He's out there proclaiming the glory of tea. Oh. Tea is great. Wait a minute.
Hold it!
Did you do something in the same manner as today? Yes, I bought tea for everyone working on the investigation. Now that you mention it, Uncle Ray also got some tea from you that day. Kay was pushing her service cart back and forth from the main patio to the main building. I see. Did anyone seem strange to you then? Well, I remember your old man singing praises of her Ceylon tea. He also said something about how the saucer was chilled. There we have it. The saucer was chilled. This was when you stole the Sherbet sculptures. I'm sorry, but Monsieur Shields and company were at the Phantom Patio the whole time. Are you saying I stole them in the broad daylight? That's precisely what I'm saying. Oh, there's that. Oh, wait. Oh my god. So, there's such a big difference between quality tea and not quality tea. Like, so, 10 years ago, well actually more like 9 years ago and a couple of months, I was in China with a boarding school. And that was the first time I got some proper, like, excellent tea. And it was amazing. And I purchased some tea to go take with me. And like the tea I purchased there was the best tea I've had ever. And it was super weird because unlike the tea that I have had been like where you steep it for a while, there was basically just pour it over and then serve it. It was so surreal compared to everything about it. Like there was so much taste in that tea. It was weird. And I've never had like tea like it ever since. I mean, like the puka teas we purchase right now, they're good. But like, they're not like superb, but they're good. But we also have, oh, actually, we do have some other like just wonderful tea because we have a tea shop about like it's a 20 minutes walk from here. And there's a tea shop and they have like 100, how many was it, like 140 kinds of tea? Sounds like that. And it is so good. So tasty. That tea is amazing. Let's see. That is precisely what I'm saying.
Take that!
Neither my father nor Mr. Shields realized the sculptures was right in front of them. What you were pushing around was no ordinary service cart. It was the sculptures itself. Ah! But surely that would still be impossible. If she placed the sculptures on the service cart, people would have noticed immediately. I never said she used a service cart to move the sculptures. What? What do you mean? Then what did she use to move the sculptures around? This is what Miss Hall used to transport the sculptures.
Take that!
And this is? This is a lift trolley that Mr. Dover used 18 years ago to move his sherbet sculptures. It seems the same lift trolley lies here in the fountain patio. That is because it was originally prepared for the contest in the first place. Are you saying she used a lift trolley to move the sculptures? Yes. If the sculptures were placed on this lift trolley and then covered with tablecloth, it would be disguised as a service cart and moved without arousing suspicion. How could that be? So the sauces were chilled because they were sitting on ice sculptures. Kate, what is the meaning of this? What are you thinking? That was truly impressive. You certainly are, Monsieur Gregory's son. After 18 years, it is hard to imagine that any proofs that I saw the sculptures remained. But I knew it was only a matter of time until I was suspected. Miss Curator, does this mean that you admit to stealing the sculptures? Yes, I admit it. "18 years ago, I stole the sherbet sculptures from Monsieur Dover's room. It is just as Monsieur Edgeworth says. I disguised the lift trolley as a service cart, and I served tea as I made my way back and forth. That wasn't all. I also took the ice block with all the star clusters on it." An ice block with star clusters on it? That seems familiar. The Winter Palace is a reproduction of Mr. Dover's room from 18 years ago. Because they had melted, my father never got the chance to see them. But those blocks of ice were also originally from Dover's Sherbet Saloon. The two sculptures and the two blocks of ice, I took everything I could. And then I placed empty glass cases in Monsieur Dover's room. The sculptures were all encased in glass to preserve their fine details. But the ice blocks were being displayed as they were. As per the rules, I prepared the glass cases for Mr. Dover. So it would have been easy for her to prepare the glass cases. In Monsieur Dover's room, there was some sculptures that were still unfinished. I thought if I melted them, it would look like the ones I stole had melted too. So everything you see in the Winter Palace are all original works from 18 years ago. Miss Hall! It didn't take much to get her to confess. Then she must know. She knows it isn't enough to try her in court. That is all I have to say. but even though I admit to stealing the sculptures, you cannot arrest me for it. What? What do you mean by that? Heavens. You're insisting an investigation without knowing this much. Perhaps you should read these books concerning the Statute of Limitations. Statute of Limitations? To put it simply, it is the time frame in which a suspect can be taken to court. You can see it on this page. Okay. That is not the way it works. So, if I steal a thing and keep it concealed for 7 years, they can't, you know, try me for it if I just keep it hidden for 7 years. I was like, oh yeah, this is mine. Seems legit. The statute of limitations for murder is 15 years, and for theft, it's 7 years. That's right, and Miss Hall's theft was 18 years ago. According to the statute, she cannot be arrested for stealing the sculptures. So that's how it is. Stealing evidence from a crime scene is an unforgivable offense. However, for this crime at least, we have no right to pass judgment. It appears that Prosecutor Edgeworth's tepid reasoning has all been for naught.
Objection!
Huh. I wonder about that. I deduce Miss Hall's actions simply to expose a different crime. If she only took the sculptures, we wouldn't have found the body from 18 years ago. Are you saying I hid Monsieur Dover's body? That is correct. But how can someone hide a body for 18 years? I would imagine it would be very difficult under normal circumstances. So you're saying the circumstances were normal? Are you claiming to know where the body was hidden? When you consider Miss Hall's actions, the answer becomes obvious. 18 years ago, Miss Hall stole something more than just Sherbet sculptures. If you're so confident, I would like to hear your answer. Where did Miss Hall hide the body? I mean, it has to be the Winter Palace, right? Inside one of those sculptures. That's the only thing that makes sense.
Take that!
This is a photograph of Mr. Dover's sculptures. Yes, and perhaps you've noticed the victim's body can be seen in this picture. I do not see it. Please point it out clearly. Where in this picture can one see the body of the victim? Oh wait. Is this really it? Yeah, this has to be it. Like, because the blue cloth and all that.
Take that!
The Gemini sculpture? Yes. What may look like the Gemini sculpture at first glance. In reality, this is none other than Isaac Dover himself. This ice sculpture was the victim's body. But all I can see from this picture is an ice sculpture statue. That's because a certain piece of evidence was used to conceal it. Conceal it? Which piece of evidence did Miss Hall use to conceal the body?
Take that!
This is the cloth that was covering the sculptures in the Autumn Palace. But this cloth manipulates light. With it, it's entirely possible to make something look like ice. Isn't that right, Delicia? You see, when it glows red, it's like a raging inferno. And then when it glows blue, you can almost feel the glittering cool ice. That cloth will only emit light when it's attached to a special device.
Objection!
Judge Courtney looked closely at the picture one more time. Beneath a Gemini case lies a box-shaped object attached to the pedestal. This is a rainbow light device. Detective Gumshoe reported one at the Winter Palace. Yeah, this is just next level on the messed up scale. Like, wow. Like, wow. And honestly, after playing Dual Destinies, I can see this happening. Dual Destinies has some cases. It has some cases. So you're gonna look forward to those train wrecks. That'll be great. Originally, it would have been attached to the cloth inside the glass case. Naturally, Miss Hall took the device with her when she moved the sculptures. By using the rainbow light device to make it like the fluorescent cloth glow, Mr. Joe's body was made to look like an ice sculpture. That's ridiculous. So then, when Uncle Ray took the photo in the Winter Palace, that's right, the body had been in front of us all along, disguised as Gemini. However, the body and the fluorescent cloth were both discovered in the fountain. I mean, I wasn't expecting it to be like that, but like the only thing that makes sense, you know? If this ice sculpture was the body, we would have found it in the Winter Palace.
Objection!
Oh yeah, Dual Destinies has trauma. It has lots of trauma. I think it's the most, like, the one with the most trauma in the entire series that I've played so far. Like, except for, you know, finding Mia Fey's body in the very, like, the second case of Ace Attorney, like the first Ace Attorney game. And I guess, yeah, and the last case of Trials and Tribulations, of course. Let's just say you will not be lacking blocks to deposit your knives in Dual Destinies fix. And the AAPS will definitely strike you. If you'd found it there, her trick would have been revealed immediately. Miss Hall moved the body out of the Winter Palace to prevent us from discovering it. Yeah, you also have to hug a lot of the characters there. Like, there are so many characters in that game needs so many hugs. Like, it's absurd. Absurd! You say she threw the body into the fountain without any of us noticing? No, Judge Courtney. There was no need for that. She simply used the same method as before. Remember the lift trolley? Ah! She moved the body to some other room and dumped it into the stream to the fountain. Naturally, the frozen body would have sunk to the bottom of the fountain. But that is why the cloth floated up first and was found by Delicia. And eventually the body thawed out and floated to the surface. Monsieur Edgeworth, you truly have a gift for deductive reasoning. However, do you have any proof that I moved the body? If you cannot prove that, then there is no way I can accept what you're saying. There's gonna be a lot of hugs and a lot of stabbing in Dual Destinies, yes. Wasn't there anyone who saw Miss Hall move the body? Yes, I believe such a person exists. The answer lies in the evidence that the person gave it. And that piece of evidence will reveal the truth of Miss Hall's actions, Prosecutor Edgeworth, are you able to prove the crime of Miss Curator? Certainly. I have the evidence that will show exactly what she did. Then, it is time that we see your answer. Which piece of evidence reveals Miss Curator's actions?
Take that!
Another sketch. Oh, it appears that I have been drawn in this one. It is a sketch Larry drew of the woman in the fountain patio. I would like to direct your attention to the service cart on the left side of the sketch. Service cart? What about it? Don't you see? What transpired 18 years ago has happened again. Miss Hall was moving the body in this sketch. No. Please wait. I don't see Monsieur Dover's body anywhere in that drawing. All I did was hand out chocolates to everyone. The key detail in this sketch is the color of the tablecloth. Up until now, I thought Larry just made a mistake. The tablecloth, it's light blue. It might be light blue in the sketch, but no such blue tablecloth exists in this mansion. So she can whack every... yeah, Ace Attorney. It's just Ace Attorney. What? But that lift trolley is rectangular in the sketch. If she placed a body in the lift trolley, it would be, we would notice it immediately. There were 2 blocks of ice in the Winter Palace that are completely hollowed out. If she put a body inside of the block of ice, it would look like a service car. That's... Miss Hall, you put a body in the block of ice and used a lift trolley to move it, didn't you? I never imagined you would be able to deduce so much from just a single sketch. But what if it was just a mistake, just as you said before? It doesn't prove anything. I agree that alone the sketch is worthless. Once you remove the body, the service cart will revert back to a lift trolley. Well, that is why the lift trolley was left behind in the fountain patio. And without the service cart, there would be no place for you to put the chocolates. The chocolates I gave everyone. Until then, the chocolates had sat on top of the service cart as you gave them away. But when you gave them to us, you took them from your pocket. Ah! Now that you mention it, they were a bit melted. But they were still really tasty and sweet. So why was it necessary to put them in your pocket halfway through? That is because once the body was disposed of, you no longer had a service cart. Ah. Oh. Hold this right there. If she put the chocolates in her pocket and left the lift trolley in the patio, then where did the tablecloth go? If she were forced to put the chocolates in the pocket, she wouldn't have the time to dispose of the tablecloth. Prosecutor Edgeworth, can you answer that for me? The tablecloth wasn't hidden, it was right in front of us. Do clarify. The tablecloth that used to hide the body, where is it now? No, wait a minute. Okay, it's not inside the fountain because Delicia fished it out. I mean, Miss Hall has it with her. Isn't it obvious Miss Hall is carrying it with her out in the open? Out in the open? Ah, you mean... Miss Hall, you are wearing the tablecloth around your waist. The block of ice was not encased in a glass case. In other words, the tablecloth was in direct contact with a block of ice. If we examine it, we will undoubtedly find traces of sherbet on it. Miss Hall, you will turn your tablecloth over to the police at once. There is no need to examine the tablecloth. It is just as you said. I stole the potion from Madame Delicia, and I moved the body. I have done terrible things. Here we go. Madame Delicia, I'm so sorry. 1 week ago I took your Megatoxin X bottle. I slipped it into that man's pocket to make it look like suicide. And if they suspected it was murder, the evidence would point to Madame Delicia. Katie! Kate, what were you thinking? Why aren't we always trying to save Mr. Master together? I could not let myself be arrested. Not until I had proven Monsieur Master's innocence. From the very beginning, I had planned to turn myself in once everything was over. But I suppose it is too late to say that now. Kate, why? Why would you go this far? Even for Monsieur Shields, I've caused nothing but trouble. For the past 18 years, I have been a criminal. The IS-7 incident. Don't tell me that you were the true culprit. My greatest crime was stealing the sherbet sculptures for my own selfish interest. When Monsieur Dover died, they were no longer just ordinary sculptures. They had become the final voice of the sculpture Monsieur Master so deeply loved. What if they melted before Monsieur Master returned? With that in mind, I couldn't let anyone touch them, not even the police. Even though I knew it was wrong, I moved them to the mansion's freezer. However, I only wanted to preserve Monsieur Dover's art. I did not know his body was hidden among them. So, she sold the sculptures without noticing the body. Monsieur Master would never take another person's life. But because of me, the body vanished, and Monsieur Master was found guilty. That kind man, he treated someone like me as family. He meant more to me than anyone else, and yet... Kate... When Monsieur Master was found guilty, I was just out of this mansion. I was finally able to reclaim the mansion just a few days ago, but when I saw the sculpture still sleeping away in the freezer, I realized that I was the one who hid Monsieur Dover's body. However, the statute of limitations had already expired. Therefore, I could think no other way to atone for my sins. It appears I have misunderstood her. It seems she caused this entire incident in order to save Mr. Master. What you thinking about, Miss Edgeworth? There is one thing that has been bothering me this whole time. Why would Miss Hall plan a murder with such uncertain method like poison gas? And the reason she disguised the Autumn Palace to look like the Winter Palace was to make those involved in the incident 18 years ago confuse the two rooms. I know what Kate was trying to accomplish. Was she trying to prove Mr. Martha's innocence? In that case, Miss Hall's true objective was... Perhaps she was trying to find the true culprit. Miss Hall, were you trying to prove Mr. Martha's innocence? You wanted to reveal the true culprit and have the police find the body from 18 years ago. Was that not your true goal? By displaying those sculptures, you attract those involved in the past incident. Only 2 people would know where the body was hidden. You and the true culprit. The culprit would have panicked, and knowing it was the body would have been displayed on the publicly. Yeah, so the true culprit then is Gustavia, just as we reasoned last time. Yes, and if the culprit really showed up, there's a risk that they erase their tracks. In the worst case scenario, they might even have stolen the body. So, how could she protect the evidence while simultaneously learn to find the culprit? I see. And that is why she made the Autumn Palace look like the Winter Palace. Yes, and then, Miss Hall, you must have thought, whoever opens the Pisca's case, believing it to be the Gemini case, must have been the true culprit of the IS-7 incident. What? But that means that person is the true culprit. Please wait a moment, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Do you realize what you're saying? Do you intend to accuse that person of being the culprit behind the IS-7 incident? Miss Hall was trying to trap the true culprit. If so, wouldn't the person who fell for the trap be the true culprit? However, I have no evidence to back up my claims. If I make formal accusation without any proof, it will not end well. Should I announce the true killer of Isis Dover? I mean... Let's see. If the suspect flees to lives in a foreign country, the time limit is on hold until the suspect returns. And Gustavia haven't been in the country. If possible, accomplices are on trial, the countdown is stopped until the verdict is reached, then resumed. If charges are pressed to demand compensation, the statute is frozen for the length of the procedure. Yes, we will make the accusation. What I should do is reveal the truth. In that case, there is no need to hesitate. Yes, that is correct, Judge Courtney. I indict this person as the true culprit behind the IS-7 incident.
Take that!
Dame Gustavia, who fell victim to the poison gas, is the true culprit of the IS-7 incident. What? Gustius? Mr. Gustavia. Miss Hall, didn't you believe that if you open this gallery, the true culprit would come? That is why you set up the poison gas trap, is it not? You truly have a gifted mind, just like your father. It is as you say, Monsieur Edgeworth. Now, would you please tell us the whole truth? Yes. I have nothing more to hide. I will tell you everything. I set a trap in the gallery to find the true culprit. Before the gallery opened, I left only the Autumn Palace unlocked. At opening time, when I went around to unlock each room, I discovered that the Autumn Palace has been locked from the inside. I knew that the true culprit was on the other side of the door. My hand was trembling. All that was left for the trap to do its work. When I heard Monsieur Gustavia was exposed to the poison gas, I realized it was the true culprit. And I thought that if the police discovered Monsieur Dover's body, it would prove Monsieur Master's innocence. Why didn't you ever come talk to me? There might have been another way. I know that you did everything you could for me over the last 18 years. However, all of this has been bought by my own crime. That is why I wanted to save Monsieur Master as soon as possible. Kate. Not only that, the police hid the fact that the body went missing 18 years ago. Even if I reported the body, there would be no chance that the truth would be hidden again. That is why I caused the incident at the museum's opening, with as many witnesses as possible. I am sorry, Gregory, Mr. Master, and even you. I couldn't protect anyone. Mr. Shields, it must be tough on him as well. The one who should be apologizing is me. Monsieur Edgeworth, Monsieur Shields, I am terribly sorry. I shall accept whatever punishment I am given. However, I must ask of you, please clear Monsieur Master's name. The truth that was hidden for 18 years was revealed in an unexpected manner. Also, let's see, it does say... However, to think that things would end up this way.